Another episode of the Rambin Rams Podcast. Today we're going to go through a lot of different things. Definitely going to talk about the Wazzu game, unfortunately, and yeah. So,
Yep.
How do you want to get into this?
Well, first, we could recap Wazzu as well. We're also going to talk about the SDSU game.
Yep.
Preview that one a little bit, and then talk CSU basketball after that. But yeah, let's start with Wazzu. I feel like there's a lot to uncover here.
Yeah.
I think we saw a bunch of things just go wrong. I think a lot of things spiraled. Play calling at the forefront. Untimely penalties. I feel like this week there's been a lot of discussion about the penalties. And it was bad. I think we finished with 11 or 12 penalties, but a lot of them were just super untimely. Yeah, so let's start. I feel like the switch from Norvell giving the play calling duties to Matt Mumme is interesting. I feel like there's been rumors that we've gotten some Matt Mumme play calling over the years, but like not entirely sure.
Yeah, I think someone was talking about like the Boise State
game,
game
that goes around quite a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it was a long overdue decision, but I mean, I can kind of understand why Norvell's taken so long to give up the play calling duty since he's been doing it his entire career.
Right.
But yeah,
I will say I do give Norvell props because I think he is definitely listening to the fans now at this point. Because the fans
like
were
kind of coy and stubborn about it still, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit. I don't know. Because like after that Wazzu game, offensively, like I don't know what the issue was. Like I don't like it. It's not. We can't blame a quarterback on this one. Jackson Broussel played fine.
Yeah,
he played perfectly fine.
I actually really did think that Jackson Broussel looked good. He was efficient with the ball. He got the ball out quick. I think his O-line let him down a little bit, combined with the bad play calling. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good product on the field offensively. I think there needs to be a little bit of work done in practices this week. But like I feel like the staff's on it. They're trying to put Jackson Broussel in the best position possible, and he's a good player. He's shown a lot of strengths these last couple weeks, and I think they're going to ututilize.
He made some good passes, dude. Like he was really elusive in the pocket.
Yeah,
he made some crazy passes that. I think there was one play where he could have just ran up the middle and got like 2 yards, but he saw
I think it was the Jordan Ross play,
he saw Jordan Ross on the left-hand side of the field and he just tossed it over to him. It was a great throw. Yep. And I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't even expect that. I didn't even see Jordan. I didn't even see that even coming at all."
He showed the ability to have some off-platform throws that have been nice. I think that his strengths really is to be a little bit more calm in the pocket. Mm-hmm. While it seemed like Braden's like he was going 100 miles per hour in there, I've seen like a really calming presence with Jackson Broussel, and I'm excited still. I mean, we need to see more offensive production this week versus SDSU, and I think it comes from play calling and offensive line play.
I agree.
The offensive line needs to be better.
Oh, dude, the offensive line, if they don't play like they play, if the offensive line doesn't pick it up, dude, SDSU is going to have a field day on defense with us.
They struggled against Wazzu. And they held themselves accountable. They knew they had a bad game. But, yeah, like I think against this SDSU team, we talked about it in our preview episode a month back. SDSU is one of the best D-lines in the conference. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, on paper, it's not a great-looking matchup for our O-line. Our O-line's big, so at least physicality shouldn't be a problem. But I think that would be the case.
I've heard reports that Tanner Morley probably will be out this game, which sucks. It's a big hit to our line. There was a bunch of injuries on our line, too. Like every stoppage, it felt like there was always a lineman hurt, and it was a little concerning, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think part of the issue with the game was a lot of it was on the O-line because I feel like Jackson Broussel was scrambling a lot more than he did. He had a lot of time in the pocket.
Our pass blocking just did not seem like it was there whatsoever, and they were getting bullied. The Wazzu defensive ends were bullying our tackles. If we have any chance of moving the ball down the field, there's two things that need to happen. Jackson Broussel needs to get protected. at least for a couple more seconds per play, because like they were getting to him quick in this last game, and the receivers need to be able to get more separation. I think that's the opposite side of things. The receivers did not get any separation against Wazzu, and they were not helping their quarterback out.
Yeah, and Wazzu's defense is not good. Like, it's really not. Their defense is really poor.
They have a couple good DBs, but like I feel like guys like Armani and Jordan Ross should be getting open more, and they were not helping their quarterback out.
No, exactly. Like, the running game is the only thing that was really working.
Yeah, and
even then, it was kind of an off night for the running backs too, because like the O-line wasn't getting space. It wasn't making holes or anything, dude. Like,
we were getting so unlucky too. I remember Jalen Dupree had like a 15-20 yard run. And we had like a couple straight penalties the next play to back us up. Like, these were what I'm talking about, the untimely penalties. I remember Justin Marshall had that drive where he had 3 straight awesome plays, and then he puts the ball on the ground. So yeah,
we were gonna score a touchdown on that drive. We were
gonna score a touchdown on that drive.
He just drops the ball, and I'm like, oh.
And that would have made it 10-10.
That was a killer. That was a killer turnover.
Killed the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Killed the passion of the game. I feel like after that play, and then when Wazzu went down the field and scored the next drive, that's when the fans were getting really, really angry, and we started. You started to see students
started chanting fire
out of the stadium.
Yeah, exactly. And people started chanting fire in Norvell. I will say some of the play calls that I was seeing were interesting.
Let's talk about that. I want to talk about the Taj Bullock thing. Like, Taj Bullock, it's old now.
It's getting very old. It's getting extremely old. It works sometimes. But the issue that I was having with it was we kept running it against Wazzu. Like, the play was 4th and 1.
Yep.
At like the I forgot where we were.
Well, do you remember what happened? So it was like 3rd and 2. We had that quarterback power where it then became 4th and 1, and then we had that quarterback counter the next play.
Yeah, and it got blown up. How many? I just don't understand why Jay runs it so much. Like, if it doesn't work the first time, the second time, the third time, fourth, fifth, sixth time, why are we still running it? It doesn't work.
It's just way too predictable now.
Well, dude, like, we don't change it up. Taj doesn't throw the ball.
No. Why? I feel like that would be a wrinkle in the offense, is to have Taj Bullock throw the ball.
Taj has
or just not even have
Taj can literally throw the ball, so I don't understand why we're constantly having him run the ball. Like, it'd be if we literally just had a play where Taj, instead of like faking a QB power and then having, like, I don't know, Rocky Beers like run like a little slant route on the left side or something.
Well, there were plays.
It'd be perfect.
There were plays against UTSA where we did that and we had success.
I don't know why we stopped.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
We should have tried it at least a couple times. But I have another argument. If you just not have Taj in there as much as we are putting him in there, it kind of frees up the momentum of Jackson Brousseau getting in a rhythm, and the passing offense might excel a little bit more. So,
yeah, it's I don't know. Watching that game, it was getting super frustrating watching the same play over and over and over and over again. Like, just because it worked in week 1 against Washington doesn't mean it's going to work every week if you keep doing it, because it just gets more and more predictable the more you use it. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to run a play like that, you need to change it up. Like, you can't run the exact same play, because guess what? They already know what's coming.
There needed to be a bigger package of plays for Taj. I feel like the hope that we all had after the Washington game is we were going to use him in that Taysom Hill kind of like player where he's just a versatile guy. He can catch passes. We haven't seen a single catch from Taj since week 1. And I mean, he's an athletic guy. You should be able to line him up in multiple different spots. Actually have him at running back, pitch him the ball a couple plays. You could have him at wide receiver, and I'm sure Taj is completely capable of running a slant route or
running a short out route or something. Yeah. Like, Taj literally can catch the ball. He's literally a triple threat player.
Yep.
He can run, throw. He was a starting quarterback at Western or
Akron.
Akron.
Yep.
Like, he played for Akron and was the starting quarterback for Akron. The dude could throw the ball. Like, I don't understand why we don't use him more to throw.
Yeah.
Like, I understand he's quick, but, like...
There were no double passes. I was fully expecting a double pass versus Wazzu, and we never got one.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
And
it was bland play calling. I don't feel like Norvell got a really sense of the game and what Wazoo's defense was doing. It felt like we were very repetitive.
Right.
I'd like to see Mummy open up the playbook a little bit more.
I agree.
I feel like there's so many concepts of the air raid, and Mummy's supposed to be this air raid guy, that him and Norvell need to work in unison to set up our offense this week in practice to open up the air raid more. But also on top of that, like, you have to have the receivers getting more separation. So.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest issue too that I saw like the last 4 games, besides the Washington game mostly. But
the receivers just haven't been good enough.
They aren't getting open.
No.
Like, I mean, yes, you can put blame on Braden for playing bad, and he definitely was playing bad the last couple before Jackson came in.
Yep.
But you also had to put some blame on some of these wide receivers, dude, because like as someone who's watching the game live at Canvas, it's very obvious to see that these players aren't trying to get open. Like they're not.
We expected a lot more from Tommy Maher, from Jordan Ross this year,
and
Armani Winfield.
I mean, he's having a good year. He's had production. Jordan Ross was just coming off an injury, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, and he had a couple of nice plays even with him coming off of an injury, but no, he was supposed to be just a super elite 4-star wide receiver, and I don't think his route running has been great. It hasn't been bad, and he's a fast guy. I feel like maybe we could utilize him more in the screen game, but I feel like we could do that with Armani too.
Yeah.
And shoot, jet sweeps even. We haven't seen any jet sweeps.
We should run a jet sweep. That's
something that Mummy and Norvell did for 2 years in a row and had success with guys like Lewis Brown, and we just haven't seen it. Even Justice Ross Simmons. But, yeah, I mean, maybe the talent's not there, but I feel like Tommy Maher is good enough to run a jet sweep. I feel like Jordan Ross is good enough to run a jet sweep.
Yeah. I don't know. I think another big thing that we should touch up on is the penalties, dude. Oh, my God. It felt like every big play we made, it was a holding call.
That's why I was saying it's been just super untimely.
Yeah, like the worst, this team seems undisciplined, and we should not be having these penalties.
Yeah, but what's the root of the problem when there's undisciplined penalties?
It was the coaching.
It is.
Yeah, it falls back onto the coaching at the end of the day.
What are we doing in practices?
Like, I was going to say, like, honestly, hold on one second. I'm going to pull up the stats of this game real quick.
Yeah,
I forgot to pull it up. And I just want to see how many
pull up the penalties first.
Yeah. I just want to see how many penalties that we had. 7 penalties for 60 yards.
Like
I thought we had a lot more.
They were all untimely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like over half of those were holding calls,
but
and they always were big bad penalties.
It's not just this game. It's so UTSA. I heard we had at least 11.
Yeah.
Actually, go back to that game because I want to know for sure.
UTSA we had 12. I'm pretty sure.
12.
Yeah. We had 11 and 15.
Oh my god.
There's I don't know what the coaches are. What are the coaches doing during practice?
I remember this is saying that
18 penalties in 2 games is insane.
Yeah, and even before that, the announcers said that we were in the bottom 15 teams in penalties in college football.
Yeah, like we're averaging 9 penalties. Like in the last 2 games, we're averaging 9 penalties a game.
Oh my god.
Which is insane. Like, that shouldn't be happening, dude.
It's not winning football. I feel like the coaches know that. They're trying to fix it, but I feel like the root of the problem of having an undisciplined team is just not executing, like, your job on the field. And we have our O-linemen just, like, holding is a problem. And it's like, but how can you avoid holding penalties? It's just execution. It's also just being a very
executing
smart
blocks
player.
and yeah.
It is. It's executing blocks, and they struggled versus Wazoo.
They did.
We should be running the ball. We should be getting at least 150 rushing yards a game.
Yeah, and dude,
how many rushing yards did we get?
We had 334 yards of total offense, and we were only 13 yards behind Washington State, which I don't understand how we scored 3 points.
Dupree actually didn't have a bad game.
Dupree had 68 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Maher actually had a really
Justin
good
Marshall
game too.
Played a pretty good game.
Shout out Owen Long again, just for being an absolute freak.
Let's create Owen Long's own segment here. I feel like we should give Owen Long a shout out because I think he's still leading the nation in tackles. 146.
So before we go into that, we had 146 rushing yards against a bottom defense, by the way. They're not very good. Which, honestly, I thought we were going to have like 200.
The goal, I remember Norvell saying in the press conference that their number one goal of this game was to outrush their opponent.
And they did not.
And when you are not able to outrush the opponent and obviously not put any points on the board, it's a complete just loss. And the locker room felt awful about it. So
yeah. I mean, we predicted that we were going to win.
We're officially done with predictions.
Yeah, it honestly at this point it just feels like a curse.
It's
every time we predict something, the total opposite happens. I said Brousseau was going to throw for like 200.
Yeah,
he
said
got
243.
He actually was pretty efficient. He honestly, besides not throwing a touchdown, he outperformed Washington State's quarterback. Besides the touchdowns, like he played just as good as him.
There shouldn't be any world where we can put up 334 yards
and we can't even score 3 points.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, the turnover was a big killer.
That was in the first half.
We had multiple chances to score, but it was always getting called back by penalties. Penalties or something stupid. You know what I mean?
And it certainly felt like it.
Yeah, it's just at this point it's just kind of a reoccurring theme at this point. We're 4 weeks in, and I haven't seen a good game out of CSU since the Washington game, and.
We were joking about it the other day. Where has our team
gone?
It's complete full 180.
Yeah, it's a complete meltdown.
Yeah, from the Washington game, especially at halftime, or really like midway through the third quarter to now.
Like, I don't know what happened. It felt like the team just kind of gave up on offense. After the Washington game, because
there's just been a lack of execution on the offensive side.
But yeah, it's just kind of sad, honestly, at this point. I've been a fan for, since I've came to CSU in 2020, and at this point, it's just the same thing, different year at this point. Besides last year.
Well, and I was able to watch the McElwain offenses and the Bobo offenses, and it's just completely night and day.
Mm-hmm.
I think even the 2023 Norvell offense with Jay Ross and Lewis Brown and Torrey and Dallin Holker, it's been a complete 180 from that too. So maybe I don't know if we're lacking in personnel. Maybe Norvell doesn't have the guys on the field that he needs to run his offense right.
Yeah,
we certainly have the running backs. Like this is the best.
And we certainly have a quarterback. Yeah, and we have a quarterback that can do it. Like, Jackson's not bad.
He's been efficient.
He's very efficient, dude.
And his pocket awareness was incredible this last game.
Yeah, and people were talking about let's bench our quarterback. People were just dumb. Like, people were saying that we should bench Jackson, put Braden back in. I'm like, if we put Braden back in, bro, we literally wouldn't even scored 3 points.
I think people need to chill out about that.
Yeah.
Because, yes, I know we only scored 3 points, but Brousseau simply was not the problem.
Like 188, 19 for 28. That's not a bad stat line. Literally, if he throws a touchdown, his QBR goes from whatever it is.
He didn't turn the ball over.
No. The only person that turned the ball over was I will say the turnovers. The turnovers are fine.
I wanted to talk about that because the Tyson Summers defense is supposed to be creating havoc and causing turnovers. Our defense has been good. It really has been.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to have 0 turnovers was really, in my opinion, just what prevented us from being maybe like a 7-point loss to a 17-point loss.
Well, yeah, and you were talking about this. Their quarterback averages 2 picks a game.
Yeah.
And, like, what was the stat line that Washington State allowed 15 straight scoring touchdown drives up to this game?
Yep.
And we couldn't score a touchdown on their defense, which is...
No, I mean...
I
know that offense was really the main problem in this game, but I just feel like it would have been nice for the defense to at least have 1 or 2 turnovers to put our offense in a position of the field, like hopefully on their end of the field, to allow us to give us a short field to get some points up. But yeah, no interceptions, no forced fumbles. Like, if you have any chance to beat SDSU this week, that we need to cause a couple turnovers.
Yeah, definitely. And SDSU's offense is not very good either. Honestly, I would probably say SDSU's offense is worse than Washington State's offense. They scored 6 points against Northern Illinois, who is not a very good school either.
No. Well, let's talk about SDSU. Let's segue into this. We're going to preview SDSU this week. Friday night game, 8:30.
Late game, super late game. Wow.
They've been a solid team. Jaden Denegal is a good quarterback. Their running back's a beast. Sutton's a big dude. Sutton's like, I think 220 pounds. He's a hard runner. I mean, we just can't escape playing really good running backs, it seems like.
Yeah.
Like, we've played 3 top-end running backs now, including SDSU. The run defense needs to be stout. I think defense, honestly, could keep us in this game, but if you want any chance in winning this game, you have to be able to put up points.
Yeah, because their defense is a problem.
But like you said, they lost to Northern Illinois last week, 6-3. SDSU struggled offensively. Yeah, pull up that game.
I'm pulling it up real quick just to see. That's
2 interceptions by Denegal. Sutton got going. Sutton was able to run the ball effectively. 17 carries.
Napier had
a
decent game.
Napier's a very good receiver. So that's one guy. But I'm not mad at our corners. I feel comfortable with our corners for most part. I know Lamondre Joe had one really bad play versus Wazzu.
I don't know.
Jahari Rogers has been locked down.
I will say the biggest thing that I saw on our defense that I absolutely hated was the fact that we can't wrap. We are really bad at tackling.
We struggle tackling. Ironically, the first 3 games of the season, we were actually top 10 in the country in tackling in PFF, and this game we just struggled. It was like
I think it's not even just this game. I think it's just in general that we just don't know how to tackle.
No, but I'm telling you, in PFF, the stats don't lie. PFF graded us as one of the top tackling teams in the first 3 games of the season. UTSA is a good team. We held Henry outside of 2 plays. We held Henry to under 5 yards a carry. And tackling was not a problem versus UTSA. Now, Washington was a bit iffy. Tackling wasn't terrible, but there was a couple plays where Jonah Coleman broke out and was breaking tackles like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, maybe UNC skewing the stats a little bit with that, because UNC doesn't have any guys that were able to break tackles really whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, the UTSA game, that's the one that would probably show a lot. But
Sutton will be hard to tackle. But as I was saying, Napier's a good receiver. I mean, be ready to watch that matchup. I'm sure we'll put Jahari Rogers on him.
Yeah, probably.
He's really their only threat as a wide receiver. Last year they had him and Lewis Brown. And last year they were able to move the ball, but defense just wasn't as good. This year it's the complete opposite. Defense is very good.
But their offense
can't move the ball as well.
Yeah.
But no, Denegal had 2 interceptions last week. We have to be able to pick him off a couple times this week. And I think genuinely Northern Illinois probably is a better football team than us as of right now. But talent-wise, not really. It's time that we combine our talent with actually executing on the field. I think if you want any chance in turning the season around, you have to win this game. I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah, and
we go to 1-4 with a loss this week. We're not favorited.
We're not winning 7. We're definitely not winning 7 games in a row. If we're not good. We're not making it to 8-4 if we lose this game. No. We'll probably go.
I think if we win this
3-9 at this rate, 3-9.
If you lose this game, the ceiling is 3-9. I feel like if you win this game, 7-5 is definitely still on the table. You get a home game versus Fresno next week.
Yeah.
But this has to be the game that flips everything around, and hopefully
we're into conference schedule now. These games matter, matter a lot. And if we see exactly what we saw the last 3 weeks, this team's screwed.
Well, and according to Norvell, we're in the regular season now. I guess the first 4 games were the preseason to him.
I guess the first 4 games just don't matter.
I hate that. I know a lot of people.
That's a dumb mindset to have, dude.
Yeah. Why is he calling our non-con the preseason? We need
that
to be winning valuable games in the non-con.
Because it gives you confidence to move into the conference season. Now I bet you these players feel horrible that they literally I'm gonna be honest. CSU should be 0-4. That Northern Colorado game that we should not have won.
They didn't just lose; they got embarrassed. And I know you lost to UTSA by 1 point.
We were favored by 7.
Yeah,
or like 5.5, right?
Yep, against Wazzu. Yeah, 5.5.
And we scored 3 points. Like,
simply put, it was an embarrassing game. But yeah, like this week has to be your stepping stone. You have to have finally a breakout game. I know we all wanted it to be Wazoo, but this is now you're in the regular season, and
it's horrible. It's such a dumb mindset to be saying that, because like, literally no confidence in the team.
Of course, Brousseau has to go against maybe the top D line in the conference in the first week of the conference season, but. Yeah, I mean, this SDSU offense doesn't necessarily scare me by any means, but they have a couple players that do. Like Jordan Napier, very good player. Sutton is an outstanding running back. Denegal is a very athletic quarterback. He can run. It's like the Washington game. You got to keep him in the pocket. Can't let him scramble. They're not really anything similar to Wazoo or UTSA schematically.
No, not offensively.
No, they're a ground and pound team. Denegal surprisingly has had, is that 636?
636 passing yards.
Is that through 4 games?
That's through 4 games. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So nothing crazy there. Not a lot of attempts. Wow. I mean, Braden threw 2.5 games through just as many pass attempts.
Yeah.
As Denegal has through 4 games.
They run the ball a lot, yeah. I think.
Pull up Sun. Oh, it's right there. 337 rushing yards on 67 carries.
Yeah, they run the ball a lot.
Yeah.
He has 14 more carries than Dupree, and he has 70 more yards on those 14 carries.
And
he
as
also
you
has
see,
2 more touchdowns.
Napier has 290 yards, and that's with one game where I think he only had like 30. So, I mean, he's had 3 really big games, and then against Northern Illinois, it wasn't that great. But yeah, I mean, we have good corners. I'm not really worried about the pass defense.
But I will say this
only 80-some yards.
This SDSU offense though it shows flashes.
Yeah, against Cal
they smoked Cal. Yeah. Well, Cal had no answer to SDSU at all.
Cal's a team that puts up nearly 30 a game, and SDSU
held them to 0. Like, that's an insane
34-0.
It's actually not even a crazy stat line. Like what was?
It was
Napier. Oh, wow. Okay.
They were very methodical offensively that game, where they weren't really pushing the ball down the field.
There's 2 interceptions. Okay. Yeah, from what I'm looking at, Denegal had 186 passing yards. That's nothing. But 151 of those 186 were to Napier.
Don't let the yards fool you. Look at the completion percentage.
Oh, yeah. He only threw 3 incompletions. And also, SDSU probably had multiple touchdowns on defense.
That's really, really efficient football.
Yeah, it's extremely efficient football.
Yeah.
It was more like the offense was barely out on the field because Cal was causing a lot of
It seemed like, based off watching highlights of this game, Cal was able to move the ball down the field, and then they were having really bad turnovers in the red zone versus SDSU. And you just have to create havoc. Like, Summers blitzes a lot. We got to get home on a few of these blitzes. We got to create turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have at least a couple sacks, whether it's DB sacks. I remember against Wazoo, Jake Jarmalovich came off the edge and had a really awesome sack. Right. You need to have a couple of those in this game.
Yeah, because we don't get a lot of sacks. Like, I think Jarmalovich had the 2nd sack of our whole season. Because we've only had 2 sacks.
Third, I think. I think we had a D lineman against UTSA finally get home on one.
No, we had 0 sacks that game. I remember.
You're right.
Maybe Washington, we had a sack. And we had 3.
Lamondre Joe had our 1 sack versus Washington, which is a DB as well.
We have 3. We have 3 sacks.
Yeah.
That is not a good stat line, by the way. Don't we have 3 sacks by a whole team?
Lamondre Joe leads our team in sacks with 1.5.
Like, their D lineman has more sacks than our whole team does. Like, it's an insane stat line.
Their D line's very good.
Yeah.
Trey White is incredible. Is he even leading their team in sacks? He's not.
No, it's Salvalti.
Trey White causes havoc, but I'm surprised he hasn't gotten as many sacks as this guy.
Yeah. I think, okay, so what do you think the biggest thing for us, like, what is the key to win this game?
I think the root will have to be the defense causing a couple turnovers, but on top of that, the offense needs to be way more efficient. They need to be confident in what they're doing. I've seen a lack in confidence offensively. I think that Mummy really just needs to let Jackson Brousseau be electric. I mean, that's the quote that he gave one of the news outlets, is that he told Brousseau to just go out there and be electric this week. That's music to my ears.
Yeah, that is music to my ears too.
Yeah, especially since Mummy's calling the plays.
Also, it did seem like some of the plays last week against Washington State, it seemed like I don't know. It seemed like some of the play calls were not allowing Brousseau to like really throw the ball down the field.
Right.
It was a lot of short screen plays and kind of just short plays.
I think his farthest throw of the game was a little fade route to Armani along the sideline.
Like 40 yards or something.
And it was incomplete. No, it was less than. It was probably like 25. It was like a short little fade route along the sideline, little back shoulder ball that Armani missed.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember him throwing a deep ball.
No, I don't think
a really
he did.
Deep ball.
He threw more deep balls against UTSA late
in those two drives than he did in the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he needs to open things up.
He does.
It is music to my ears saying that he needs to be electric, especially that coming from the play caller. I think that Brousseau showed against Wazzu that he can scramble and make plays, make off-platform throws. You just gotta let him go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I also think that we need to implement the screen game a little bit more, get a little bit more misdirection, reverses, halfback counters, less Taj Bullock. I feel like if we're going to put Taj Bullock in, it needs to be for a trick play or two. And, yeah, I think the keys of the game, turnovers, the defense needs to have one hell of a game. They need to keep SDSU, I think, under 13. The only way you win this game is by winning like a 13-10 game.
Yeah, the spread or the over-under in this game is going to be really low. Ridiculously low. Yeah. I mean, it's at 38 right now. It's opened at 38, but now it's up to 41.
Take the under.
I would take the under. I think it's going to be under. Both offenses are not very good.
Yeah.
But SDSU's defense is insane.
I've seen a lot of people on Twitter for sure saying that, yeah, like if anything, SDSU they're saying SDSU is going to win like 27-3. And honestly, I'm at the point as a CSU fan that
where I
can expect that.
Yeah.
But I'm still have a little bit of hope that Brousseau will have a good game.
Me too.
But the key point of this game actually is to instill the ground game first. These running backs need to be able to get at least 5 yards of carry, which they've been doing.
Yeah. I mean, all three of them have. Avant, Dupree, Marshall. We really do.
Dupree only had 13 carries.
I don't know why we're so hesitant to run, like not to run the ball at all. It doesn't make any sense to me, I'll be honest.
In this game against Wazzu, we would have like a 5-6 yard run on first down, an incompletion on second down, or a sack. Actually, I don't think there were very many sacks, were there?
When last week? Or
yeah, last week.
There was one.
Yeah.
There was one. We got one. Jormanovich got a sack.
No. I'm saying Brousseau getting sacked.
Brousseau got sacked twice.
Yes, and but I think that we would have a bunch of like positive runs, and then the drives would just get stalled out by either penalties, a incompletion. There's only 9 incompletions, but they were untimely incompletions. And then on third down, you'd have Taj Bullock run out there.
Right.
And I feel like we got in a bunch of situations where he was either 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1, and you have to be able to just, in my opinion, just hand the ball off to Dupree and let him get that first down.
I agree, dude, and stop running Taj Bullock and QB power on 4th and 1. Like,
and so philosophically, as a football guy, you think you got to play the numbers, right? So if they load the box on 3rd and 1, and you know they're going to load the box, don't even have Taj out there. I would actually put Brousseau in the pistol and give him at least keep the defense on their toes. And if they have 7 guys in the box, you throw a pass.
Yeah, that's
if you have 6 guys in the box, you run the ball. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, he can audible out of a run play and audible into a pass play.
We give Brousseau and BFF a lot
and
of
you know what's
freedom.
perfect for Rocky Beers is a perfect person for those short.
100%.
Rocky Beers is a great catcher. Like,
and it'll be even better when Jackson Warren comes back from injury. But you have to win this game for me to feel confident going into Fresno and being like, all right, Jackson Warren's back. I have the hope that our offense is going to be able to move the ball.
Exactly,
again.
I agree.
I think Brousseau with Jackson Warren could be lethal.
Yeah, I think so too. And I hate that we said that our first 4 games are all very winnable, because looking at the schedule now, all the next 4 games are very difficult.
I'm not going back on what I said.
You still think it?
Well, I was at the Washington game and it was winnable. So I don't know.
No. I'm saying the next 4 games.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because we were saying that the next 4 games were just going to be easiest part of our schedule. Which, honestly, looking at it now,
it's not a lie. These are the 4 easiest games in our schedule. That's a testament to how bad we were last week.
I mean, that's true. That's fair. I mean, I don't know. It's changed significantly. I thought Fresno State and Hawaii were going to be
Air Force isn't as good as we thought they were going to be.
Air Force is really bad.
Air Force is certainly winnable. Wyoming is still winnable.
Wyoming's going to be an interesting one.
That'll be the lowest scoring game of all time. I mean, there's been jokes on Twitter like, all right, yeah, 2-0.
Bro, 1-point safety type of game.
That's
bro.
Exactly.
Hawaii is Hawaii's a lot better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
Fresno State is very good too.
I'm gonna flip-flop the games. I think that when we were talking about Hawaii being one of our more winnable home games, I'm gonna switch that with Air Force.
Yeah, Air Force should be very winnable.
Air Force is more winnable than Hawaii is at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
And people are riding the Fresno State train right now. I think that Fresno is actually more winnable than Hawaii is. I think Hawaii is a better team than Fresno. But no, I mean, Fresno's resume. Oh, Fresno beat Hawaii head-to-head, so I'm getting the 2 mixed up.
Yeah, they barely beat them head-to-head. I mean, their schedule. Fresno State's schedule was kind of meh. No, Oregon State sucks.
Fresno did nothing to wow me until the Hawaii game.
In Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
The Fresno fans are riding the high right now, which I give them credit for. If I was 4-1 with a road win at Hawaii, I'd be doing the same.
Yeah, I mean, it also just seems like from what I'm looking that Fresno State doesn't really run the ball. They can't run the ball. How the hell did they win this game? Okay.
Defense.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fresno State's defense seems pretty. I don't know.
For reference, we're talking about the
Fresno State Oregon State game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's true. Their resume is a little weird. They don't have any really good wins, and they've only played one really good team, and they lost that game.
We predicted that E.J. Warner was gonna just sling the pill around. And
I mean, he did, and he's doing it.
Yeah,
but I mean, he also has. He has 5 picks. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he'd be at 10 by now.
Okay, I'll still stick with it then. I do think this is our easier part of our schedule. The Hawaii game's a toss-up, though, I will say. And same with Wyoming. Wyoming's always going to be a toss-up.
Hawaii went from losing at home to Fresno to absolutely throttling Air Force the next week at Air Force.
Yeah, I mean, Air Force isn't very good.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It completely flip-flopped it for me. I think that if you're going to talk about Wyoming and Air Force might actually be our 2 most winnable games on the schedule. Well, this shouldn't have even been a topic to begin with. I felt like this team was supposed to have every game being winnable.
Exactly. We should be 3-0 right now, or 3-1.
I still believe that we have the 3rd most talented team in the conference, and that Norvell. I guess it's easy to blame Norvell, but maybe there's a bigger root to the problem where this team maybe just didn't prepare well in the offseason. And
I don't know if we can say that because the Washington game, dude. It's just
it seemed.
I don't even think it's preparing in the offseason. I think it's just full on.
Is it a mental thing?
I think it's just a mental thing.
They need to just get out of
the
this
Northern Call. I think
the UNC game might have started a mental.
The UNC game started the mental game because of the offense.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I think the offense just refuses to play. It's
with how good the offense looked in the final 2 drives versus UTSA, I thought that would at least ignite a spark for this entire.
I mean, we should have won UTSA game. We should have won. So I'm not even gonna talk about that. We should have won that game. We lost on a blown up play call.
If you really think about it, 2 of the 4 hardest teams on our schedule are UTSA and Washington. We were tied with Washington 21-21. We had a chance to beat UTSA on a 2-point play, but the 2 easiest games on our entire schedule are UNC and Wazzu, and we played awful in both of them.
We should be 2-2, realistically.
We should at least be 2-2. But
I would feel better about being 2-2 than 1-3.
Well, obviously, yeah. I think
to be fair, though, honestly, I don't know. The Northern Colorado game we should have lost.
I feel like results matter, and like I know it's easy to be like, oh, we played good against Washington and UTSA, so like I need to refrain from that. But I think at the end of the day, I think that if really Norvell was taking this as a true preseason, I think it's time to fucking show up now.
Yeah, like
pardon my language, but
like it's getting sad right now because the fans were expecting 9-3 with our talent.
It's week 1.
We were at the point where we might go 2-10, maybe 1-11.
If you lose this game, yeah, but that's why.
If we lose this game, we're not even talking bowl game. We're talking about
Norvell getting fired. Yeah.
Which people are gonna be, if we lose this game, people are gonna stop talking about football and we're gonna win straight to basketball.
I know. Okay. I know it's kind of been a joke at this point, but it's not to me. I think that a lot of people want to refrain from talking about like who's going to be the next head coaching candidate. Like I want to talk about like who would be the successor to Jay Norvell, because
I think
I just don't. My biggest thing is, can we have a good product on the field? There hasn't been a good product on the field, and it's just been unamusing football. There was more amusing football under the Mike Bobo era, and actually Nick, our friend Nick, jokes about it. There was more amusing football at times under the Adazio era, and that's saying something. I think Todd Centeio was fun to watch.
I was gonna say the Adazio offense at the moment looks better than the CSU offense right now at times,
and that's a problem.
And that is a big problem.
Yeah.
Good Lord, I mean, we played Toledo, and Toledo made a bowl game that year, and we won.
Yeah, all I'm trying to get at is if this is Norvell's last season, I think we need to have a home run hit of a hire going into the Pac-12. Oh, I have my list. Like
let's segue into that. What do you think?
All right, I think Clint Kubiak's at the top of the list.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's not a bad pick. I don't know if we have the bread for Clint Kubiak though.
You have to pay whoever we hire.
Yeah, I don't know.
My second is Jason Eck from New Mexico.
Okay.
Also going to be very hard to do because he might have Power 4 offers coming his way.
After the season, yeah.
I did see an interesting one. Colin Klein from K-State.
Okay.
You'd have to pay him a ton.
I don't know. K-State.
He's the K-State. Okay. But he has home roots in Colorado.
Okay.
I know K-State's been kind of bad this year, but I mean he's a good offensive coordinator. He's a good play caller.
Okay.
And I also have a list of guys that people probably need to chill out with a little bit. I think
Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah.
We're not getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not getting Dabo. I don't know why.
Mike Gundy. First of all,
we're not getting Mike Gundy either.
I don't want Mike Gundy. First of all,
Mike Gundy is the coach for
Oklahoma State.
Yeah. No. God no.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State is worse than us.
Oh, actually, let me go back here to the guys I would want. I would like the North Texas head coach.
Oh yeah, that would be a good coach.
I would really like the North Texas head coach.
That would be a really good one.
Yeah, he needs to be at the top of the list.
I agree. Honestly, I don't know, dude. Like
the craziest one I've seen is John Gruden.
We're not.
That's the craziest one
I've
seen.
I wouldn't want John Gruden in our freaking team. You know.
I would love John Gruden.
Oh my lord, bro!
It's not happening.
The PR would be so bad with like all. You want
to hire a guy with a really good PR, and I think that the obvious one is Clint Kubiak, but it'd be the hardest guy to get.
Clint Kubiak, we would have to pay him so much.
Who's the guy that comes to mind for you? I know that you don't know a bunch of head coaches.
I really don't. I don't know. We were joking about this at the game. I was like, bro, how much money do we have to pay to get Nick Saban to join CSU?
No, stop it.
Urban Meyer. No, I wouldn't want Urban Meyer either. I mean, he was on the team before, back in the 90s, so it's very possible.
And so was Lane Kiffin, but
hey, Lane, yeah. Lane Kiffin's never leaving Ole Miss, bro.
Another really good PR stunt would be to hire Matt Lubick.
Oh, Sonny Lubick's
son, yep.
Who does he coach for right now?
I believe he's now the offensive coordinator at Northwestern. I might have to look that up. Actually, look it up right now. We have the internet.
We have the internet.
I know at one point he was Oregon's offensive coordinator, but that was a few years ago. Nebraska.
He's at Nebraska.
It would not be a bad hire.
No, because Nebraska's offense is actually very good.
And I think
I wouldn't be opposed
gladly.
to that.
I think he would gladly take it.
Maybe we should get Sonny to unretire.
The name that's been thrown around for years now is Tony Alford.
The Utah head coach? Or
No,
not Utah.
Just stop.
Yeah, I'll stop.
Tony Alford was a CSU running back, and he was.
Oh my God, I'm so stupid.
He was the Ohio State running back coach for years.
Yeah,
and now's the Michigan running back coach and co-offensive coordinator. But
people were talking about hiring Tony Alford after Adazio got fired.
And he actually also was in talks during the Bobo cycle when he was really young. But I don't think it'll happen, and I don't think we should do it, to be honest, because he doesn't have any head coaching experience. I want a guy that has head coaching experience. You need to swing for the fences with your first few candidates, and it would be sad if you're not able to get any of them. But the PR would be crazy stealing Jason Eck from New Mexico.
That would be a hilarious one. If we were able to get Clint Kubiak, that would actually
That's got to be the top name.
That's got to be the top name.
Thinking about it now, Matt Lubick would be pretty awesome.
Matt Lubick would also be a really good head coach.
With all this being said, I know that, I really have not liked the product on the field, but
the fact that I will be honest, when we started this podcast and before the season started, I was not expecting to talk about new coaches by week 4.
Not by any means.
By conference. I expected us to be perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but it's just
people are calling for Norvell's head now. This is the week. Actually, I will say it's the next 3 games really, but if Norvell wants to save his job, he needs to be.
He needs to win this game.
He needs to be 4-3 going into Wyoming.
Oh God, dude! If we lose this game, dude, there ain't gonna be nobody at the Fresno State game.
We can put a nail in the coffin to the Norvell firing topic if Norvell loses this week. So it's the make or break game.
Honestly, you can only put the nail in the coffin after the first four games if we played. Honestly, you can honestly say that Norvell might not even get an extension, even if we go 8-4 or 7-5 somehow, because honestly every time I've seen John Weber on the sideline, looks pissed.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. The
administration's pissed.
The whole fan base is pissed.
Yeah,
everyone. I don't think I saw anyone at Canvas Stadium happy in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or the last 3 games.
The only time I felt happy were the last 2 drives versus UTSA. That was the only time.
That was the only time I felt happy, and then the 2-point conversion absolutely smoked her.
You know what does make me feel happy though?
What?
CSU basketball.
Yeah, that's CSU basketball. Yeah. All right.
The conference schedule is not out yet. We could talk non-con a little bit. And
I'll have to pull it up real quick because I have no idea.
We have a general idea of what the basketball team will, or I shouldn't say what they do, but who they play in conference season, even though it's not out there yet.
Yeah.
I did kind of want to talk about. Let's talk roster a little bit. I know we talked about it a little bit a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
There's been some birdies in my ear telling me that guys like Kerry Booth and John McEnone have been absolutely awesome in practice. They're our 2 youngest players, really, outside JoJo McIver, obviously. Mm-hmm. I think those 3 guys have a lot of potential. Let's talk about first starting 5.
Oh, it is out. The conference schedule is out.
Cool.
All right. Cool.
All right, but. Starting 5, I think it'll probably be Brandon Recksteiner, the Virginia Tech transfer at point guard. Really explosive guard. He actually can score and facilitate at a pretty high level. He had a game.
That's not updated.
He had a game in the conference tournament versus Cal last year for Virginia Tech, where he had 19 points, shot lights out. Also had 6 or 7 assists. He's a guy, and he hit a clutch shot to send the game to overtime. So, he's a guy to get excited about. He'll be our point guard this year. Shooting guard is the guy I'm most excited about, and it will probably be our best player, Josh Pasquarelli.
Pasquarelli is probably going to be our best player, I think.
For those of you who don't know, he's a 4-star transferred.
Where did he play last?
Click on his profile.
He's not on the roster yet.
Oh, not on ESPN at least.
Yeah, they haven't updated it, John. How do you spell pass?
I did know this, but I just forgot what the name of the small school was.
It was a really small school.
It's a very small school, but he averaged 28 points per game.
Marist.
I think it's averaged 23 a game there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't show the stats yet.
No, yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, 6'3", 200-pound shooting guard. He's athletic. He's bouncy. He's very clutch. He can hit mid-range 3-point shots.
He's a great 3-point shooter.
Very good 3-point shooter. I think believes a 42% 3-point shooter.
Maris, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, expect him to be our leading scorer this year. Small forward could be between a couple different guys. From what I've heard, it could be Jevin Muniz, who is a Florida Gulf Coast transfer, averaged 11 points per game there. Really good defender, very versatile player. I think he's like 6'6", 220-ish, 6'6", 215. And it's between him or John McEnone, who I really like. He's our most athletic player. You told me a story about John McEnone, how he's probably the bounciest player you've ever seen.
Someone who told me that John McEnone
probably Avery, right?
Yeah, Avery. Shout out Avery. Avery told me that John McEnone is probably the most athletic guy he's ever seen.
Yeah, most athletic guy.
I think they were saying that he had a 46-inch vert, which is
it's insane. Yeah, I heard it was either 45 or 46, and that's 6'8". That's incredible.
Yeah, dude, that's scary.
Bounce. Yeah, and he can play defense too. 6'8", 195, redshirt freshman. He was a guy that was Minnesota Gatorade Player of the Year his senior year of high school. I'm surprised he didn't follow Nico Medved to Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
Especially since Nico is the guy that recruited him primarily. So there's a lot of Ollie guys on our roster where Ollie recruited them out of high school. John McEnhoe's really not one of them. Nico Medved was all in on him coming out of high school. So he might start at small forward. Power forward, I've heard, is a toss-up between, or it was supposed to be Augie forever. Augustus Kiadoulis, VMI transfer, 6'8" power forward. I see him as more of like, he's kind of a more athletic version of Patrick Cartier. Definitely someone to get excited about. The odds are he'll probably be our starting power forward, but there's been stirring saying Kerry Booth looked incredible in practices. So
they might push
for that spot. They might split minutes.
Yeah,
they might split minutes. And Kerry Booth, let's talk Kerry Booth real quick before Bemba's gonna be the starting center.
Yeah, there's no one else on center. Well, I mean, I'm curious about Joppa. I wonder,
Joppa he'll play.
Yeah, Joppa will play. I'm curious how like his because we don't have a backup center. That's besides Joppa.
And Jorgensen will play both power forward and center.
Yeah, Jorgensen's more of a.
He lost weight in the offseason, so Jorgensen will probably primarily play power forward. But I think he'll play both. I think he'll play the 4 and the 5. But I want to talk about Kerry Booth a little bit. Like, transfer from Illinois and Notre Dame. He was really good at Notre Dame. Had a lot of high-profile teams like calling for him, Illinois, North Carolina. He's honestly our biggest transfer portal get, maybe in CSU basketball history. I mean, 6'10", 215. I think he has something like a 38, 39-inch vertical with that too. Rim runner, defender, shot blocker. Really good in transition.
And he can shoot, honestly. He's a really good shooter for being a guard.
He's a 33% three-point shooter.
36, actually.
36.
36. Yeah. That's what it. I mean, it says on his roster.
Yeah.
Yes, he hit 36. Oh wait, 35 on the. He hit 35 threes on the season, and then he hit 15.
Yeah, you're right. Almost 37% from 3. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be plays this year. Even if he's the backup power forward, there's going to be a lot of minutes distributed. He's going to have a highlight play in pretty much every game.
Oh yeah,
he's 100%. That kind of a player.
Exactly.
He has the highest ceiling of any player on our basketball team. Like, he has the NBA ceiling. He's going to be here hopefully 2 or 3 years. It says he's a junior, but in all reality, he's more of a sophomore.
Yeah.
So we got him for the next 3 seasons, hopefully. The goal is he's going to be the Neat Clifford project of our team.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, so let's talk bench now. I like we said, Bemba will start at center.
Bemba's going to be a starter. Jorg's probably going to
be. JoJo McIver at backup.
JoJo's going to be our 6th man, I think.
Yep, we're all really excited about JoJo McIver, freshman from Texas. People are calling him the next Isaiah Stevens, and I don't even think that's a ton of pressure on him. He's that kind of a guy.
He's an insane defense.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's a way better defender than Stevens was.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw the highlights of him in high school, he's an insane defender, dude.
My comp for JoJo McIver is Lamont Butler. Those of you who remember him from the SDSU Final Four run or national championship run, practically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very similar to Lamont Butler. Lamont got up to like 6'3", 200. McIver's only a freshman. He's 6'3", 185. He could get up to 200 and just be that 3-and-D guy, like awesome defender. I don't know if he'll be quite a 3-and-D guy, actually. I think he'll be more of the facilitator kind of guard. But, yeah, awesome defender. Gets to the rim. Backup shooting guard, what I've heard, it'll probably be Jace Butler, the Washington transfer.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
what I've been hearing too.
One of the 3 4-star gets we got in this year's recruiting class. Yeah, I mean, very talented player, 6'4", mid-range beast. I mean, he gets his mid-range shots up with ease. I can actually expect Jace Butler to get at least 8 points per game this year, simply just off of mid-range pull-ups.
Okay.
He's a really good mid-range shooter, also a good defender. It's a common theme with these guys that Ollie is recruiting, is they're good offensive players, they're good defensive players. And then, yeah, backup small forward is going to be either Muniz or McConan, whichever one's not starting. Jevin Muniz, like we said, Florida Gulf Coast guy.
You mean McConan?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Jevin Muniz.
And McConan. Oh, you said McConan. I was like, what?
What? Oh, yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
And then, yeah, so backup power forward, it'll probably be Kerry Booth. But like we said, they're going to distribute minutes probably pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, we talked about it already. Backup center, Joppa/Jorgensen.
Jorgensen, yeah.
And I could see Jorgensen slide into the 4 spot on the bench every once in a while.
Honestly, I'm curious about the biggest thing with Joppa that I saw from last season is his footwork wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm curious how Joppa looks like this season.
And
I want to see a big season from Bemba.
Yeah, me
Bemba.
too.
I think this might be Bemba's like coming out.
Bemba might be the anchor of this team.
Honest. Well, he is the most experienced one on our team.
And he's also a guy. And this stat goes back to 2 years ago. CSU doesn't lose very often when Bemba is starting. I mean, the win percentage is what, if I remember correctly, it's mind-boggling. I think we've only lost like 5 games with Bemba.
He's a really good defensive player.
Yeah.
And he
does foul a lot. He's very physical.
He's a very physical player. Yeah.
And he'll still get you at least 10 points a game. Like that's one thing I really like about Bemba.
I want him to start shooting more though, because I remember this first season he shot a lot, but then
that's what
they slowly just started not letting him shoot more. So
yeah, I remember the Creighton game a couple years ago. He hit like 2 threes and scored 13 points in that game.
Yeah, I was just saying.
And hit a 3 versus CU that year too.
Yeah, and then year after only shot like 2 shots.
He only shot like 3 threes.
One of them was like one of the biggest threes I've ever seen against Memphis.
Yeah.
In the
hit
tourney.
Every part of the rim and bounced in.
Just lucky as hell.
I think actually Jorgensen has a pretty good year too.
Honestly, think about this lineup for a second.
Okay.
For just for the forwards and the centers.
Okay.
Joppa at the 5 and Bemba at the 4.
Because
Bemba he's not a big guy for a center.
Yeah, he's only 6'7".
6'7" is not a very big size for a center. So
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've wanted both Medved and Ollie to do that, but they stick to their rotation. They like to have 1 big and 2 athletic forwards that are fast.
Joppa's like 7'1", or is he 7 foot?
He's 7 foot.
Even? Okay.
He's 7 foot.
He does. They haven't been listed 6'11".
He's 7 foot with shoes on.
Yeah, he's 6'11". There's no way that dude's 6'11". He's got to be a 7 foot.
Yeah, he towers over people.
It's like a KD situation. You know what I mean?
He was awesome defensively in both the conference tournament and versus Memphis and Maryland. So yeah, like he's a defensive anchor in there. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, sorry.
Think about this lineup. So, this would probably be like the most athletic lineup that we can think of CSU basketball-wise, in my opinion. Rex Steiner at point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Pasquarelli at shooting guard. John McEnone at small forward.
You can honestly put Booth or McEnone at the 3, and it would still.
I'm putting Booth at the 4. I'm putting Booth at the 4. And then I'm putting Bemba at the 5. I think that 5 is our most versatile 5.
Honestly,
most athletic 5.
A really good 5 would also be for like bench players. Put JoJo at the 1.
Yep.
Butler at the 2. Then run. You can run Augie at the 3 or the 4. Actually, I put Augie at the 3 and put Jorgensen at the 4 and then Joppa at the 5.
We can do that. Yeah.
That's a lot of big guys on the floor.
Jorgensen's such a 3-point threat, and he's going to be even better this year.
Well, that lineup that I just said, like the shortest guy is McIver, And McIver
can do that.
Yeah, McIver's the shortest guy, and he's 6'3".
This is the tallest team I think we've had at CSU in years.
I think so. I think it is, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we always had Stevens. Like, Stevens at 5'11", 6 foot, whatever he was at.
Yeah.
And we would have tall players around him. But we always had Isaiah on the floor, and he was kind of a defensive liability at times. Not all the time, but at times. We don't have that this year.
No, we do not.
I'm really excited about the defense on this team.
I think it's very possible. See, I was saying 20-plus wins. I think it's very possible. The only thing is...
Before we get into win stuff, I actually forgot one player. Darnaz Slater.
Darnaz Slater,
too. He's a sniper. He's a sharpshooter at guard. So he's also a guy that will probably split minutes with JoJo McIver at that backup point guard spot. So, but yeah, let's get into the schedule first before we go into projected wins. What's your most excited? What game are you most excited about?
I'm looking at. It's the CU game. The CU game, December 6th.
Yeah.
If I had to go another game,
I'm going to go San Diego State.
In February at home. I think it's going to be a
and then I think Utah State's the third biggest one.
Yeah, I think so too. The GCU game on the road is actually not going to be an easy game.
For games that aren't like home games and road games, are like tournament games versus like Virginia Tech, potentially St. Mary's. Actually, pull up the Maui Invitational for me, or the Battle for Atlantis. I mean.
Okay, I should not have clicked that one. I should have just.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Should be the newest one.
Just click this one.
Hopefully they'll have it on here.
Can we look at the bracket?
Okay,
here we go. So,
all right, so let's break this down. Virginia Tech opening game. This is big. If you have success,
the Rex-Steiner come-out game, in my opinion, I think
I
fully
fully
expect
expect to win because you have a very motivated point guard in Rex Steiner. I think Virginia Tech's decent. They're not great. I think you win that one. You play the winner of Wichita State, St. Mary's,
which is probably going to be St. Mary's.
Yeah, so
that's going to be a tough game.
It'll be an awesome game, though.
It's going to be a very good defensive game.
Yep.
Who's St. Mary's head coach again? What's his name?
Dick Bennett.
Dick Bennett.
Oh, no. What is his first name? I know it's something Bennett, I thought.
Mike? No.
No, you got to look at. Oh, my gosh. We're blanking today. He's been there forever.
He's been there for like 30 years, dude. Yeah. And he's like. Randy Bennett. That's who it is. Okay.
Yeah. So, St. Mary's, game number 2. Before we get into who would win that game, the other side of the bracket, we have Western Kentucky versus Vanderbilt.
And VCU versus South Florida.
Vanderbilt will win.
VCU will win.
Those are two tournament teams. I think that you probably see VCU win that one. I think the championship game would then be VCU versus the winner of us and St. Mary's. I think when we're talking games that we're most excited for, I'm just gonna assume we're gonna play St. Mary's, so that would be my pick.
That's what I said too. When this first came out, I instantly said that we were gonna play St. Mary's after Virginia Tech.
100%. So we got CU, St. Mary's, SDSU, Utah State. God, I wish we do play Creighton this year, but it doesn't count towards exhibition. The record. Yeah. Which apparently
that's gonna be a really good game.
Apparently, it actually could be on like TV, so it's like
they're not gonna show it on here. It's in Creighton, right?
Yeah, a road game at Creighton that doesn't count towards your record is actually pretty cool.
That is really cool. Yeah. This bracket's interesting. The St. Mary's game is gonna be like super low scoring. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like 55 to like 50. We
had a game in 2020 in Isaiah Stevens or 2019 Isaiah Stevens freshman year where we lost to St. Mary's like 50-32. So like they get super low scoring.
Well, yeah, because they're a very talented defensive team.
Well, and we actually, if I remember this correctly, we had a road win at St. Mary's in 2022-23 season with Tanjay and Isaiah, where that was like our off year. We went like 17-15.
Does St. Mary still have Marshallonis?
They might.
I don't know.
I'm not even going to do a deep dive into St. Mary's roster yet. I just know you can expect St. Mary's to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, just defensively, honestly. Like
they
hold their teams to under like
they still have their
60 points all the time.
They still have like a 7-2 center that's anchoring their defense this year.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
he was only a sophomore last year. He's good.
Yeah, it sounds scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's like the floor and the ceiling for the team this year?
So we play how many games in the season? 20.
There's 31 every year.
31. My bad. Okay. Okay, I'll go ceiling. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at
without even looking at all the conference games.
Ceiling probably 23 wins. I would probably say that's 20. That's our. I think 23
you mean floor.
No, that's our ceiling.
Oh, that's your ceiling.
I think 23, 24 wins.
Okay.
I'm not going to put it too high because I don't think – because there's definitely going to be some games. Well, yeah, and this is Ollie's first game as an actual head coach. So there's going to be some – or first year as an actual head coach. And it's going to be some hiccups on the way. So I'm not going to say that we're going to win every game that we should be winning because I don't think that's going to happen because I think there's going to be some losses that we should probably have won, but, stuff happens.
We always have those.
So I'll say 23 games.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
It's respectable.
The floor.
It's like last year. Unfortunately, I feel like the floor might be like 16. Or
I think
17.
it's 17.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 17 and 14 is like our floor.
Yeah.
We definitely win. We definitely win above 15.
I think for that to happen, we would probably have to struggle in non-con, go like 7-4 in non-con, and then on top of that, get swept by SDSU.
Well, I'm looking at our beginning of our conference schedule, and it looks pretty bad. Like
our conference
at Utah
schedule,
State, at Utah State, that's going to be a hard game to win.
We don't have a favorable conference schedule because we have to play
our first three games.
Grand Canyon.
Our first 3 games are not very favorable. Besides the Nevada game, Nevada's still pretty good at home.
We'll beat Nevada and Moby, I think.
I think so too, but these 3 games are all going to be really close.
But look at after
we'll beat Fresno State easily. Boise State on the road is going to be really hard.
They can't see what we're seeing. So,
yeah,
but
sorry, we're looking at the conference schedule. Yeah,
I'm just saying that it's probably not a great idea to just go through all this when they can't see. But
I mean, all I know is the first 3 games: Utah State, Nevada, at Utah State, at home against Nevada, at Grand Canyon.
Wait, can't you screen share on this?
I can, but I would have to make a whole new scene. It's not.
Fine.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is the beginning of our conference schedule is pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, it does get a little bit easier. We play San Jose State twice in like February. Yeah. So I don't know. The first half of our conference schedule is gonna be pretty tough, I think.
Yeah. I think that my ceiling would be 26 wins, but obviously that's a ceiling for a reason. I think if you're just going, I think we lose 2 games in non-con.
Probably in it's probably the tournament.
And I think we go. Do we have 18 games or 20 games for conference?
It's 20. Wait, how many? It's 31.
It's 18 now.
It's 18. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 13-5 in conference play. More realistically 12-6, but I'm gonna go more on the upside of 13. So I think my prediction for the year is, how many losses would that be? 5 + 7. So 24-7.
24-7.
Yeah.
I think that's respectable, honestly.
Yeah, I think you lose at SDSU. I think you lose. I hate predicting this. I think we'll probably lose to St. Mary's. I think you lose at Boise. Although we beat Boise at Boise last year, so I guess anything could happen.
Well, we'll see at that point.
You lose at Utah State. We never win there.
We lose at San Diego State.
I said that one already.
Oh, you did? My bad. Sorry.
I think we lose at Grand Canyon. They're going to be a top 5 team in the conference this year. I think you lose at UNLV. Do we play at UNLV?
No, we don't even play We don't even play at UNLV at all.
That's not the full conference schedule. That's why it's not finished yet.
Oh, okay. We'll probably lose at UNLV.
Yeah.
I don't know. We beat them twice last year.
Yeah, and UNLV will be improved this year though. Like the talent on that roster is insane.
What's like a trap out of all the games let's just go non-conference. What's a trap game? And I know mine.
Loyola Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say Loyola Chicago or DU.
And
DU is always way too close.
I sweat out all those games. Like every time we play DU
or Northern Car or UNC.
Yeah,
like, we always sweat it out, dude.
We don't play UNC this year. But
yeah.
I think that the most you want to know the irony would be is losing at home to DU on like a buzzer beater and then beating CU and Moby.
Oh, like the
like last year with
CU. Oh yeah, with UC Riverside. Yeah, that would be really funny.
But I think 13-5 in conference play is realistic. 12-6 is probably your best bet because you add Grand Canyon into the fold. But yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be a statement win? Is if our team's good enough by the time we go into Grand Canyon and we beat at Grand Canyon, that would be an NCAA tournament level win.
It would be.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you? Okay. Let's just make this the last segment since we're almost an hour and 10. Yeah. What do you think the Mountain West standings are going to be for?
I'd love to do this. Like just like off the top of my head, at least put up the teams. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hold on. Crap.
I think I could probably remember all of them, but just to be safe.
Mountain West basketball.
You're struggling.
Sorry. There we go. No, I don't want championship teams. Okay. I want
just click on full-time members there. Click show more.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Okay. Well, that's definitely not right. Just ignore. That's the new conference.
Oh, 2025.
Gosh. Let's just do this off the dome. Alrighty, let's do this.
Okay. First place.
I'm going to go San Diego State.
Yeah, okay. I agree. Second place.
I think on paper Utah State.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. That's the same exact 1 and 2 I have. Yep. Third place.
I'm gonna go Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'd put us fourth, although I could put us third, but I'm gonna go Grand Canyon third, and then us fourth. Fifth Boise. I'm gonna go sixth New Mexico.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, what about that?
New Mexico's still gonna be pretty good, I think, even without.
This isn't a knock on New Mexico. I just listed 5 teams that are on paper better than New Mexico. It's just how deep the conference will be.
Okay, so 7th.
I'm gonna go. Shoot, I feel like I'm already missing someone. I think UNLV probably.
Okay.
I think 8th. I'm gonna go Nevada.
Okay. Man, you really don't think Nevada's going to be very good this year,
No, I don't. I think that Steve Alford's a good coach, but they were the 7th seed last year, and they didn't really get any better.
And then you're missing honestly, I should just pull up the schedule, and we can see all the teams that we're playing.
Pull up the standings from last season.
Or I can just pull up
That's on ESPN.
Or I can just pull up the CSU schedule, and it'll tell us all the teams.
No, remember, there's teams missing.
Well, UNLV, that's the only team that's missing, I'm pretty sure.
No, there's a few. Do you see New Mexico on there?
Oh, no. Okay, well, New Mexico and UNLV are the only two then. And then go to 2025, 26.
No, keep it.
No,
the only extra team is Grand Canyon.
Okay.
So we're at Nevada 8th. 9th, I'm gonna go San Jose State.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be sneaky again. I think
they're gonna be better than last year.
They're sneaky every year, to be honest.
Yeah, they really are.
I think 10th, I'm gonna go Wyoming. They're kind of a toss up between Fresno. 11th, I'm gonna go Fresno, and then 12th
is Air Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Honestly, I'd probably go 1 Boise, or sorry, not Boise. Whoa, my bad.
This ain't football.
1 San Diego State, 2 Utah State, 3 Grand Canyon, 4 us, 5. I'm gonna go. You said Boise 5.
Yeah.
I'll go Boise 5.
In hindsight, I feel like Grand Canyon, us, and Boise are literally just
swaps. Yeah. Boise 5, New Mexico 6.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I feel like New Mexico is scary, dude. New Mexico always is just really good at basketball.
Their upsides is as good as anyone's. They brought in the UC San Diego coach and brought their entire roster.
Sure. So
and UC San Diego was very good last year.
Yeah.
30-win team.
And then who do you have 7th? You had UNLV 7th?
Yeah.
I'll say, I agree. UNLV will probably be 7th.
So yeah, we both have Nevada 8th.
Yeah, Nevada 8.
Like I said, they were the 7th
I'll put Wyoming.
last year.
I'll put Wyoming at 9. I'll put San Jose State at 10.
Okay,
and
that's
I'll go Fresno State, Air Force 11 and 12.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair.
It's a deep conference this year.
I don't know. Honestly, Air Force could honestly be 11 too because that bottom half is really bad.
Fresno could be really bad.
Damn, I didn't realize. Damn, Air Force didn't win a single away game last year. Okay.
That program's in the ground.
Yeah,
I think there could be. I'm not saying there will be 7 NCAA tournament teams because it won't happen, but there's 7 different teams in the conference that could be an NCAA tournament team.
I think we probably get 4.
Yeah,
we're not getting. We're not getting 5 again.
I actually think that we'd either have to win the conference tournament or to get that crucial road win at
the battle for Atlantis is going to be a really big.
If we go 3-0 in the battle for Atlantis and then beat CU, on paper we're going to be looked at.
CU's not going to be very good this year though.
No.
CU's going to be like a T2.
They struggled in recruiting too.
Yeah, and I still don't understand why they didn't get a new coach, but.
Yeah, I'm one of the people that does really respect Tad Boyle, but I think he does need.
I think Tad Boyle gets bailed out by good players.
But his big thing was for a while he was able to just recruit NBA talent, and he's not recruiting NBA talent anymore. We are. So.
Yep. But alrighty.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Let's just make sure we didn't miss anything. Record predictions. We did all that.
Yeah, I think the thing we'll wrap it up with here, Friday, games on Friday for some reason this week, 8:30 kickoff, CBS Sports Network. It'll be a little bit too late for us to do probably a post game, but what we will do is we're going to do a Twitter space during the game on Friday night.
And we will be doing our live reaction to the game and have a play-by-play a little bit of
We're going to post it. Definitely join the Twitter space because we're going to have people join in and talk with us, ask questions. We could all rant together about how bad the offense looks if that happens. It'll be fun. So tune into the Twitter space when we do that.
We'll send out a tweet before, and for anyone watching on YouTube, we'll post a link to our Twitter.
Yeah, and most of you actually on YouTube aren't watching right now, so it won't matter.
All right.
Yeah.
But alrighty, guys, we will catch you guys on Friday, and then we'll catch you on Wednesday for our next episode to recapping the SDSU game and previewing Fresno State at home on Saturday, next Saturday. So.